In Mississippi, when we pursue wrongful death claims, I've been asked from time to time, what is a wrongful death survivor? And that's a fair question, good question for wrongful death claims. And so let me try to answer that here. And what it means to be a wrongful death survivor in common parlance is just a family member of the person who died, a beneficiary, a legal beneficiary or heir to that person. Now, over time, the law has evolved on that in Mississippi. At one time, who exactly the survivors were or who exactly the beneficiaries were under a wrongful death claim was somewhat in dispute. And so it evolved over many years. But ultimately, these issues were addressed by statute. The legislature passed in Mississippi a wrongful death statute. And so under that statute, the legislature has spelled out who the beneficiaries of a wrongful death claim are and what the damages are that they can recover. And so in Mississippi, the way that our wrongful death statute is set up is that there are tiers of beneficiaries. And so the first tier is the deceased person, the victim's spouse and children. So if a person dies as a result of another person's negligence, whether they die by a car wreck or whether they die in an 18-wheeler accident or whether they die, say as a result of medical malpractice, if there's a wrongful death claim for that, the first group of people who would be the survivors, or as Mississippi statute defines it, the beneficiaries, would be the spouse and children. If that person does not have spouse or children, then the second tier is their parents or their siblings. And then if there's no parents and no siblings, then it goes on to a broader definition of kin. These are similar but not exact to our heir and descent laws, which just means the way that people's property is divided up if they die without a will. It's very similar to that structure, a little bit different though. It's also important to understand in Mississippi that any of those folks defined under our statute as a beneficiary, whether you're in first tier, second tier, third tier, any of those folks can bring a wrongful death claim. It's just that they may not ultimately get paid a share out of it. So all of that goes to say, if you believe that you're a beneficiary to a wrongful death claim, if you've lost a loved one as a result of someone else's negligence or bad acts, you need to consult with a Mississippi attorney who has experience pursuing wrongful death claims in Mississippi, because the law is nuanced. There is just some specialty parts of our wrongful death laws and how you pursue those claims that you really need an attorney who has experience in those areas. So, if you have a claim or potential case involving wrongful death and you have questions, Brad Morris Law Firm is here to try to help you get answers to those questions. Rest assured, on our wrongful death cases or any other type of personal injury claim, we always offer free consultations just to try to help people get the help they need. So I hope this answers that question and that this information is useful to you.